Now, women are playing a central role in violent extremism in places like Mali and Niger. Those are the findings of the Institute for Security Studies. It says women are used to provide food, obtain equipment, and are used as informants and scouts as well. The ISS says that while most are forcibly recruited, others join of their own accord. Well, let's find out why that's happening. We chat now to senior researcher at the Institute for Security Studies. That's Jeannine Abatan. Jeannine, good morning. Thanks so much for your time. Fascinating findings here. And I suppose it's about time we had a frank discussion about how women find themselves in extremist groups. Like we say, we know sometimes if we look at Nigeria and Boko Haram, we understand they're taken as young girls and find it very difficult to leave after they are married off to leaders there and have children of their own. What have you found in your research as to why women go to these organizations and why they stay?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. In that research, we found out, we actually wanted in that research to go beyond the obvious. So we've seen cases, especially as you noted in Nigeria, with the Chibok girl, the Dapchi girl kidnapping. We wanted to actually document using an empirical approach to understand why do women find themselves in group where they are visible, such as Nigeria, the Lake Chad Basin, but also in countries such as Mali, where women are seen as invisible. We found out that the reason why women join this group are often diverse and interconnected, and they are based also on circumstances, the fact that women can be kidnapped by these violent extremists. Some women also, beyond the cases of kidnapping, and also women joining because they are forced to do so by family members or by group members. We also found out that some women actually join of their own accord voluntarily this group for a diversity of reasons.
What are they actually used for in these organizations, in these groups?
So women participation, whether voluntarily or coerced in this group, actually provide them with a diversity of advantages. Women often are used in their domestic role as wife and also to perform domestic tasks. But beyond that, they are also used in the operation of violent extremist groups. For example, in Nigeria, Boko Haram used Nigeria and many other Lake Chad Basin countries, such as Niger, where we conducted the research. Women are used, for example, such as suicide bombers. Some of them are used as scouts. But some of them are also used to gather intelligence for this violent extremist group, or for this group to generate financial resources through they kidnap this group and use them as money exchange, either to get ransom or to get to negotiate the liberation of the combatant arrested by the military. We also that women help this group grow their numbers as a member themselves to this group, but also as a channel of recruitment not only of other women, but also recruitment of men. We found out through the research that some men who are looking to get married or who are looking for wife actually join this group as a way to get a wife.
So, Jeannine, what do we do with this information? I mean, are there attempts to get these women out to sort of, deal with, obviously, the brainwashing when it comes to some of them as well? How do we deal with that? How do we help them? How do we save the children who are born into organizations like this because of how these women are either placed, whether they're taken or whether they go voluntarily?
I think first of all, what we need to do is to actually broaden our understanding of why women find themselves in the group, why group actually recruit these women, because as long as we will keep thinking that women that join this group only do it because they are forced to do so, there are cases where women are forced to do so. But beyond that, we need to take into consideration the diversity of experiences of women who join violent extremist group, whether in Mali, Niger, or in other contexts. Once we understand why they join those groups, we need to adapt our policies, our strategy, our plan to prevent and counter violent extremism based on those experiences of women, and make sure that the needs of women are also factors into those policies aimed at inciting people to leave this violent extremist group, or policies aimed at limiting engagement in violent extremist group. And beyond this, we also need to understand, in contexts where violent extremist groups are present and recruiting, why do other women or other men, or why do population, how do they manage to resist association with this group? And this will give us a holistic view to actually prevent and counter women or men engagement in violence.
All right, thanks very much there, Jeannine Abatan from ISS, just giving us an insight into these very, very worrying findings indeed.